let's say you got a little excited and you planted your vegetables out, and then your little seedlings, you got a hard frost, hard freeze, and they look like they're hurting. Well, if you planted the right things, we can tell you exactly what to look for and maybe how to revive them. So I made that mistake this year, and it got pretty cold. So we were 70s all the day, and then boom, 22. So let's go check it out. All right, so I'm not gonna take total blame. I'm gonna blame a little bit on the weatherman. He said it's gonna get about 32, which shouldn't have been a problem. But we got 22 degrees, and you can see things are a little damaged or real damaged. So this is the chard. And then all of our seedlings that we put out, you can see, but not all is lost, believe it or not. Maybe tempted to just say screw it and rip it up and then start over. But I mean, that could be an incredible waste. And these plants that we planted, so you know, the ones that really got damaged are broccoli, chard, lettuce seedlings, and cabbage, and they all can take a hard frost. But we did get this like freak freeze, and I say freak, but we still have a month until our last frost date, so we should be getting less and less. But the weatherman had said, you know, stated it's only going to be 32, not a big deal. And so I made the decision not to come out and cover my garden. If I would have come out and covered it, you know, put a towel or something over it, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But let's talk about this, these cabbage seedlings. This cabbage seedling here, if you look at it, it's obviously been burnt, okay? So it got frozen, and this is clearly dead. It's brown, and it's really soft. And then you see up here, we've got some growth still, and this is actually really good, strong growth. And we are projected to get multiple days of warm weather from here on out, you know, for the next 10 days or so. So your first inkling might be, well, hey, let me cut this off. Go ahead and cut all that off, but you don't want to do that. So when we see this right here, this healthy growth, that means that the frost or the freeze did not kill it down to the cellular level, which means all the way down. That means there's still some good roots, it's still pushing growth, which means this right here is actually feeding the rest of the plant to grow. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna cut these burnt leaves off, we're just gonna let nature do its thing and take care of it, and they will fall off naturally as the plant grows, because they could still be pulling some nutrients from it. And see this leaf, for example, it's still a little firm, so that means that it can still feed the plant to some extent. Now it will die off completely, so don't think that it won't, but just having these leaves here will help. So don't go crazy on this plant right now. Let it rest, protect it. If you're gonna get another freeze of any kind, I would come out and cover it. This whole bed here, and if we come out here and it's gonna freeze, I can just lay a towel down. And even this, see this head of cabbage right here, which is nice and firm, it didn't get damaged at all by that frost. A little bit here, but the actual head itself is good. So you know that the mature plants are not as susceptible, oh look at this nasty weed, to the freezes, so that's a good thing. So we know we've planted the right thing in the garden for the right time. So we'll come out and just cover it, but you don't want to pull up the leaves, you don't want it to get frost, and more importantly, the one thing you don't want to do, full-blown panic attack and be like, I gotta fertilize my cabbage right now or my frostbitten plant so it'll grow. Don't feed it, let it rest. Just let it grow, okay? Keep it watered, keep it warm, keep it from not being too cold, and it's gonna be good. As long as you've got that little growth coming up, you should be good. So we'll see how these produce. Like I said, it was a crazy frost, a freeze. We usually don't get them that hard this time of year, but you know, it happens. And that's part of gardening when you're trying to get ahead, start on the season and really get going. So just take care of your plants, don't fertilize them, keep them covered, keep them warm, don't pull off the leaves, check them, make sure that that middle part is growing, and then if it's not, it's gotten frozen down to the cellular level and you can pull it up. So let me look real quick and see if we can find one that has been frostbitten down to the cellular level. I just like saying that word, it sounds like I'm really smart. Let's see. The lettuce seedlings here are gonna be our best bet to find something, I think. And maybe not. Yeah, it looks like, here we go. So this guy right here may be in trouble. But even then, this is a pretty firm leaf. So we should be okay, but you never know. And I mean, look at this. This is a day's growth. So just keep an eye out. But if your whole plant looks like this, then it's done. There you go. That's how you can see if the frostbitten plant's gonna make it and how you can revive it. Good luck, everybody. Stay warm, keep your plants warm, and don't worry, spring's coming real soon. So we'll catch you guys later. See ya.